So welcome back to Decoy Noise. Today we're going to be going over an AskReddit thread, but we also have a special guest, Jess, back again right now. So if you haven't already, please subscribe down below. Let me know a comment on how you like the whole guest situation. We get over less of the comments, but I mean, it's more of a discussion. So let's get right into it. What happened between you and your ex-best friend? So have you ever had a best friend that you just lost touch with, or you actually had a falling out with? Guess not. I mean, probably, yeah. I'm guessing so, but you just don't want to talk about it, so that's fine. We'll just go into a couple of these comments right now. So Tom F says, one day I realized we hadn't talked for 3 years. And then the reply was, and then? That means that they're not best friends. Yeah, I guess what we're looking for more is like a pivotal moment in the friendship where they just stop seeing each other. Leperthong says, his girlfriend called me one day because he got arrested and couldn't bail him out. I put up the bond and they never paid me back. Oh, that sucks. But that's the thing, is like, you can't loan money to friends or family and never expect it back. Just realize you're giving that money up. Emerald Dude says, I learned the hard way to never lend money to friends unless you're prepared to never see that money again. A friend once asked me to lend him $10K. He claimed it was for his parents to get back to the country for summer. What it really was for, I didn't know. He sweet-talked me saying, I can pay it back in full plus the interest was my line of credit. And the extra $1,000 for you. The first month came by. Didn't pay me. I told him, he said, I'll give you double next month. The next month, same excuse. I got a call from the bank to pay, so I paid with my own money. Uh-oh. Ironically, this was the same time I was renewing my mortgage. Thought everything was okay, but my advisor told me I had too much debt and I wouldn't be able to renew my mortgage. I had until a specific date to pay it off or I will lose my home. I told this to the friend. He said he will get it to me before the due date. The day was due. He didn't come to the office. We worked together. So out of pure fear, I took the money from investments to pay off the debt. The next day, I told him how disappointed I was that he didn't come through, and I told him when I did. He brushed me off and said, and didn't say much, only his generic excuses. After a while, I somewhat gave it up. It affected our friendship and our working relationship. He also started bad-mouthing me behind my back. A mutual friend told me he would do so all the time when I wasn't around. Nice mentality someone has after I give him a lot of money he didn't pay off. It's terrible. Yeah. In the meantime, he went out and bought a new bass boat. Bass boat? Brand new Mini Cooper S and brought a new, more expensive home. Good God. Our work relationship got so bad that he manipulated our boss and firing me, so I lost my job. This is a fake story. This has got to be a fake story, right? It took me 4.5 years to pay me back, but only because I was unemployed. After he paid me, we didn't speak again. Our mutual friend didn't know of any of this when it happened, and also found it was really harsh. He also doesn't speak to this guy. This is kind of a weird way to wrap up the story. I'm guessing fake story, right? Yeah. Fake story. So I guess juicier story. You and your best friend. How did you guys stop talking? What best friend? I don't know. The way you replied made me think that you had
my sister is my best friend.
And that's why you don't talk to her anymore?
And my brother's my best friend.
And your dog?
And my dog's my best friend.
Okay, so right,
and Cheddar's my best friend. And my parents are my best friend. And you my best friend. So and my fish are my best friend.
What is that even? What voice is that? Danji9115 says, drifted apart slowly. I always felt like I had to initiate the hanging out and she was always busy. Yeah, you're not best friends. Eggy replied, says, I can actually feel this happening right now between my friend and I. Ha ha. That's the saddest ha ha I see in the thing. I'm losing my best friend. Ha ha. What the heck? What was that?
What happened?
I don't know. Technical difficulties on the thing. I'm not going to pause the stream or whatever. So, an alleged allegory. Oh, it's hard to say. We were bonded in negativity. I decided I didn't want to live like that anymore and did everything possible to make my life a better place. The happier I got, the meaner she started being. The more belittled my happiness, it felt horrible. I tried to help her, but she refused to help herself. I didn't handle everything perfectly, but I tried. Eventually, I couldn't do it anymore. We were best friends for 15 years. I still miss her, still think about her, and I hope she can find happiness one day. Sucks. I feel like this person's replying to one of those comments above right there where they're saying yeah, this is why I cut you off. You suck.
I mean, I think it's hard to, I guess it depends on how much work.
I've had that. No. It's like, I've had that before where it's like, you make a friend. Like I have this right now where we make a friend, we're a neighbor. We're both in kind of like rough parts of our life. And it's just like, hey, you're getting through it. And as you kind of progress, they aren't as much, and you can only throw a pity party for yourself for so long, and it's like, hey, let's go out and do a positive thing or whatever, and they're just like, no, that's stupid, I did that last time, I didn't like it. It's like, hey man, gotta get over it. Like, don't want to be harsh, but it's like, move on in life. You look very...
Who's that?
Tell you later. I don't want to blast anybody.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to blast anyone either, but my best friend moved out of the state, so I barely get to see her. I think it's just when you become more of an adult, you just lose less of your friends.
Yeah, you drift apart. That's a thing to you. That's like the most psycho thing. Whatever. Weird. Okay, so Looney Co-Lion says, we both quit doing drugs. Turns out we're actually very different people, and the only thing we had in common was the drugs. Extra Bitter Special says, real talk. I could see that, where it's like, I don't know what drugs they're into, but if you're two guys that are like potheads in your adult life and you're just smoking pot and playing Call of Duty all day, and all of a sudden you stop smoking pot and you're like, I don't want to play Call of Duty. What are you into? Like, there's nothing else there anymore. So, I mean, drugs. Bringing people together. Scrambled Meg says, I wish I knew. I got ghosted and it's left me absolutely gutted. Probably that person from above over there. I did this too. You're not her. I looked at your profile. Oh my gosh. Oh, drama. It's complicated. Life was overwhelming. I was mentally unwell and untreated. She relied on me too much, and when I couldn't be that person for her, I felt drained. I started to distance myself from everybody already because I was tired and messy and wanted to regroup alone. Excuse me. And then one day, for about 6 months, a year, 2 years, and almost 3 years of not answering a text, and it was too awkward to fix, and I tell myself it was her, but it was also me. I'm sorry. That's grim.
Well, time just flies.
Time flies when you're having fun ignoring your people.
No. When you're so caught up with your own life.
That is true.
And then you realize it's a week later, and then, oh my god, it's like a month later. Oh my god, it's like 6 months later.
And then you just stop caring.
No. Stop caring. You just...
You drift apart. People drift apart. That's fine. Perfectly fine. Kaleidodope says, she showed up on my doorstep at 2 a.m. drunk.
That name sounds familiar.
Right? Probably a high content poster. Okay, on crack with her 1-year-old baby with a dirty diaper and a shirt. I was best friends with her for years and was even there when she gave birth and brought her son home from the hospital. I stayed with her for weeks while she dealt with PPD, postpartum depression.
Yeah.
She asked me to be the godmother to her son, and we were inseparable until she started asking me to babysit for her for a night out. Once in a while. Little did I know she was getting into some really bad stuff. Oh no. The night she showed up at 2 a.m., I knew right then and there it would be the last time I ever saw her. I had lost all respect for her. I hate what she became. I wanted to slam the door right in her face, but I couldn't. She held her son in her hip and she was crying, shivering, and most likely just woken up from his sleep. I took him from her arms and gave her some money for a cab, most likely not, and sent her on her way. But she kept her son with me for the night. A night turned into 4 days with her, and when her mother eventually got a hold of me, she came to pick up the baby, and that was the last time I saw either one of them. I guess she went into rehab for a while and is now a few months sober. Her parents have custody of her son, but she lives with them. I'm very proud of her, and I miss my godson more than anything. I previously once reached out to her upon my arrival back home, but evidently didn't hear anything back. As I commented below, I believe she feels I abandoned her, but it was incredibly hard to watch someone slowly kill themselves over a period of time and continuously put their job in danger. Help had been offered many times. I even sat in an intervention, alas, she did not want the help. She didn't. At the time, I wish I could do more and just show up, but I didn't want to mess with her recovery, as I'm told it's very tricky. I guess one of those things where she realized that she was a, what do you call those things? Enabler. She was an enabler. That every single time she bailed her out, she just reinforced the idea that it's like, oh, it's okay to go out and get high and get drunk and, you know, neglect your kid because I got you. And it's like, once you pull that support from underneath them, that helps them in a way. Okay, so the next one. Small Swole says she was pretty passively patronizing in hindsight, but one day she took it way too far and made some jokes about the sore spot in my life publicly and refused to stop, despite me and another person telling her she wasn't funny and needed to stop. I made it very clear I was very distraught because of what she said, and I have asked for an apology. She ghosted, found out two other people had independently reached to her and said she should apologize. And next thing I get this manipulative message that was basically, I'm sorry, there, are you happy now? I tried so hard to mend our good friendship and I thought we were all good, but then she just hardcore ghosted. I only really expect basic human decency in friendships, like taking responsibility and apologizing when you hurt someone, and at every opportunity she avoided that. I'm still pretty sad about it, but I do think I'm better off now. I only want people who care about me in my life, not ones who use pain in my life as a big joke. Kind of sad, but I'm very curious to know what that joke was. Like, what is she so sensitive?
Yeah.
We're not going to know. Okay, so last one. Old Thickness said, he started dating a girl and eventually got engaged. She hates the crap out of me, so naturally, I was cut off. He still never really missed an opportunity to ask me for help whenever he needed, though. Guess it's okay to associate with someone when you need someone. That's very sad. But good on him for realizing that he was just a friend out of necessity, not a friend because they actually enjoy each other's company.
Wait. Why was he a necessity? I don't get it.
Because he was cut off because the girl hated him. But he never missed an opportunity to ask for me for help whenever he needed it. So it's okay to be associate with them out of necessity. Like if they need something. Very sad, but then you know what? You grow apart and realize that some people don't value you as much as I
value you.
They say, what's the thing they always tell people on Reddit now is like, don't move mountains for someone that wouldn't cross a puddle for you. And that's a big thing that's happening to people on here, that they just always get taken advantage of. Okay, so if you like that video and you like kind of our side commentary, please subscribe down below, but check out that video over there. But also leave me a comment on how you like these kind of duo dives where we're talking about stuff with more of a discussion between me and the guests, as opposed to just me rambling on and getting more of the high quality comments.